says, wow, it will not let me back home. Won't let me on. Hello. There it is. Hey. Man, this is crazy. I'll wait for some of y'all to get back in, and yeah, this is weird. Hey, freestyle. Yeah, I'm back again for the second time. We was already in here, and I had to end the live and everything. It cut me off, right? Like it cut me off. Y'all already know how it go. Like it's so amazing. Like as soon as I get into it, it'll just clip. Something happened to where we end up losing it. But we're into some deep stuff. We're talking about parasites and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna wait for some other people to jump back in, and we are having a guest on. We're talking about the sexual energy that we've been going through too, and dealing with for so many years. The breeding programs, all of that stuff. That's what we're on right now. Let's see if I can get this. This is crazy. All right, we got 4 people in here now. Let's wait, y'all. Give them a little bit. Give everybody a chance to get back in here from where we were at. Try to keep up with these comments too, y'all. So I know I don't get to see them all the time. But I'm going off of my phone today because my laptop, I don't know what happened. It started tripping and everything too. So it's amazing. But it's amazing how technology is, right? All right. So like I said, we were speaking on the Kundalini and bringing all of this in, right? And the I'm gonna recap real quick. I know there we got a couple of new people that just saw it. So we were talking about the sexual programs that have been going on and how we have been sexually manipulated and programmed to waste ourselves and to actually let go of to use the energy that we have to build, right? You can't hear me? It's on me. No sound? Wow. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to try to log on to a different platform. It's starting to get frustrating. Hold on. Because normally I'm on a. Y'all can hear me now? Okay. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know what's going on, but like even yesterday when I was trying to log in, I couldn't do it, and then I had to reset my whole YouTube. It was crazy. I'm telling you, they are playing with tech today. This is weird. The sound's back good, camera good. I'm trying to get the guest on for y'all, and I think we even having trouble with that because I really wanted y'all to check that out. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to start another stream on another platform and see if it won't be better. see. And then that way I can just delete this one and we can start over. There it is. Oh, nope, I think she got in. Hold on. Hey, there you go.
You, I don't think that, I don't know. I don't know how this works. So like I wanted to do it through my computer, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know because I think
Well,
that
your camera is angled and you're live right now.
I saw that I'm live. Hi everyone. But like honestly, I don't know. Does it look okay? Because the
You
last
look,
time I played.
it looks great. Looks great. Can hear you and everything.
Okay, perfect. I guess we just have to roll out like this because
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to use my computer, but I guess that didn't work.
There you go. Well, you got to comment and say you're sideways, but you look gorgeous. So hey, there you go.
Thank you.
All right. Well, everybody, let me introduce you to Tahira from Instructions for Humanity.
Hey.
And she has a channel here on YouTube and is doing phenomenal work when it comes to the soul and ascending and understanding where we live and the power that we have within us. But y'all know I talk forever, so I'm going to give her the floor and let her introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. This is Tahira. The spiritual name I go by is Mother of the Ages, and I am a spiritual teacher right here on YouTube. Instructions for Humanity is my channel. I am also a master hypnotist. I specialize in quantum healing, past life regression, and what I do is I actually use the modality of hypnosis to go in and help get rid of the soul ties, the generational curses, so to speak, and also this thing called the karmic loop that we've been on for a while. So that's what I do. And please, guys, please subscribe to my channel because it is a lot of fun. Instructions for Humanity. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. And you guys go over, subscribe, give her a like. Like I said, she's doing great work. And then if you need any hypnotherapy, she got you. And if you even wonder what that looks like, she has videos on her channel that will actually show you the whole process. And if anything, it's very intriguing to actually go and watch a professional work. So,
Awesome.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. You look great.
Thank you. You look amazing as well.
Thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't get my technology right, but I'm here.
Look, you didn't miss nothing but me like getting cut off like 2 times in a row trying to log back on. So
Okay.
you good.
No
Well,
worries.
so I kind of talked to everyone and we talked about oh, there's a feedback. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You know what? I don't know. Did I do something bad?
Maybe it's me. It's okay.
Do you mind if I play some music?
Absolutely, go for
Well, no kind of music that will get us,
it.
kicked off.
Banned out.
Just my little meditation music.
No, absolutely. So we to kind of jump in real quick, I know we all got discombobulated a little bit, everybody. I don't know if you were able to hear. That's still echoing bad. That's
Oh, he
echoing.
said it's on your end, DK. It ain't me.
No, it's me. I don't know why. 1 second. Let me. Yeah, I know we need to clear the energy for real because there's a lot going on right now. There's a
Yeah.
lot going. Let me. I've already introduced our subject and where we're coming from, so I'm going to give you the floor while I try to fix this situation and let you kind of go ahead and pick up where I left off at, which I was speaking of the Kundalini
Ah.
and how important it was.
Okay.
So
That
I'll be
sounds
right back.
okay. That sounds good. Well, y'all, DK gave me the show, so I get to run his channel real quick now. I'm joking. So actually, I literally just did a video about the Kundalini energy, the Christ energy rising. That's going to premiere on my channel in about 50 minutes or so. So what a lot of people don't understand is that we are in a very important time in history where it is literally out with the old and in with the new. So there is a new cosmic order that we are about to go into. So how this will show up, it will show up in the world as the new world order, right? But to us cosmic divine beings, it is the new cosmic order, which is the Kundalini Christ energy rising. And what that is it starts at the base of the spine. So it starts in the lower chakra area, the root chakra. See, a lot of us, we stay in the root chakra forever, but see, we're not supposed to be in the root chakra. That's your fight or flight. And everyone knows, especially hypnotists, we are born with the fight or flight triggers. That's what we're born with for our protection, right? But we're not supposed to stay there. So as we start to harness this energy, starts to move up through the chakras and it starts to coil. That's why they say it's the serpent energy. That's the Kundalini Christ energy. That's the only way to actually get eternal life. You cannot receive eternal life any other way. You must actually become the Christ. And the only way to do that is actually tame all of these chakras. It's actually to tame the 12 zodiac gods. That's why Jesus had 12 disciples. He tamed those 12 energies that we go month to month. And it seems to be like controlling our every move. The Christ energy tamed those energies, and that's what we are to do. And so that's what we're going to get into today, and that's what the video that is going to be premiering on my channel is going to be about. So this is like absolutely perfect because this is the topic. Awesome. It's
Awesome.
back.
Well, did it clear up a little bit? I turned the fan off.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, I got to hear a little bit, and I know we conversated a little bit. So you spoke of the new order,
Mhm.
the cosmic order,
Absolutely.
and I love that because to me that is the true order. It is the only order by which we should be existing by.
Right.
So as a chosen one, what are some things you think we can do to start bringing in that change, incorporating that change to have the power in our hand that you speak of?
Well, the first thing is what you have to do. You have to get rid of everything that you've ever been taught because it's all a lie. All of it is a lie, guys. Every single aspect is a lie.
True.
And you really have to start from the ground up, start from the root up. Even if we don't understand the different chakra points, we can just understand us starting from basics, basically. Like I said, the root chakra is actually the code, the genetic code that actually my cosmic sister coded, and that's going to be in my book. But she coded this humanity, this divine cosmic being. But see, we are actually to break out of her code, right? We're not to actually live in the Eve code, right?
Yeah.
We are to become the God expression. And in order to do that, you must throw away the old order. You must go inside and you must start from the root chakra up. You must literally, and I spoke about this the other day, you must literally allow your lower self to give birth to your higher self, as
Yeah.
deep into the higher octaves, right?
Yeah.
So literally are going to be taking part in this cosmic reverberation because that's what we are. We are all like the echoes of the one divine source. So you have a very important role to play. So once you start from the root chakra up, we start with our meditations, right? We go inside, right? We go inside into the stillness within ourselves and we
Yeah.
just wait and we just listen, right? We fast, guys. I went on a very fasting journey. I lost a lot of weight, about 100 pounds, guys, in less than a year fasting. This is what triggered my Kundalini awakening. Fasting, you cannot get this if you do not fast. It will never happen for you if you do
Nope.
not fast, if you do not sacrifice. The Christ energy was all about servitude and sacrifice. We are to become the Christ. The only way to do that is to harness that sexual energy that we're all born with. And we've seen children, they'll be born with this. And what do? We like demonize it, right? And we say, that's bad. And so we never tell them that that's your cosmic power to ascend, right?
Yeah.
So we have to understand that this energy, yes, it starts in the root. And if we keep it in the lower aspects of ourselves, then it becomes very intense. But as we allow it to move through the sacral chakra, and guys, the sacral chakra is very, very important. And I'm writing about this in my book, and I'm so excited about it because there's a new frequency that is coming on the earth. And I'm not going to say what frequency that is, but it's a real frequency. And the divine chosen ones will live under this new frequency. And it starts in the sacral chakra. So what we're doing, humanity has already surpassed the root. We're already breaking out of Mother Eve's code, right? That was put on us. And
Yep.
so one of my guides just passed by the window. Sorry, guys, they do that a lot. But anyway, so we've already broken out of our code. So now we are being birthed into the sacral chakra. So this new frequency, because just imagine us chosen ones, we are under incubation right now. This is a huge incubation, this earth, that realm that we're in. And we are being fed the new frequency. We are being fed our divine gifts and powers. That's why a lot of us is coming online now.
Yep.
So you start this meditation, these fasting, it's going to naturally take you up through the different chakra. I want to say portals, because that's what they really are.
They are portals of consciousness.
Right. And so we keep them separate, but we're being called to create ombre chakras, bringing 3 chakras into one to create little openings. And then we will eventually create, a portal of this Earth School.
There you go. There you go. The graduates of Earth School.
Right.
I love it. No, that was such a beautiful explanation of exactly what's going on. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And even for to show a real world example of what you're saying, that we've broken out of that root chakra. What was once seen as normal for sexual behavior is now starting to be seen as weird. That, thank you to my daughter. I said, what did y'all call people who are creeps? She said, what's a creep? I said, oh God. Okay, here we go. And she says, oh Dad, we just call that being weird. And I said, okay. So now what we would have called normal behavior, they call weird.
Mm.
And it's almost like they have already naturally integrated this new energy.
Right.
And you have to come at them in a totally different way than the
Right.
masculines have previously done it. And
Right.
even with, I don't want to go deep into this, but even with gender confusion, gender roles being changed, all of this is showing you their attempt, the Matrix's attempt
Yeah.
to try to head us off as we are receiving this new cosmic energy. So right on. I love that.
Right.
Um, so where do you see us at, let's say in the next 6 to 8 months, as far as energetically?
Okay. So what's happening right now is many of us have already been through it. I went through mine, but some people are probably doing that now. We are going through periods of isolation. We are being purposely isolated. That's what the whole 2020 event was about. It was about separating the wheat from the shaft,
Yes.
separating the chosen from the non-chosen, the ones who can go to the new frequency and the ones that will be left behind, because the splitting of the two, the rapture has already happened. That's why
Already.
we're sitting on this live together. We have been raptured together. So what's happening is you're going to be put into isolation. During the period of isolation, you're awakening and you are going to start to come online. It's going to force you into this Kundalini awakening, into this lower aspect of yourself, giving birth to your higher aspect, because you're not going to have any choice but to cling to thyself. If you cannot come into union with thyself, you will not be in union with anyone else. No one can save you. No one can do the work for you. You have to do it yourself. So
Yes.
that's what's going on over the next 6 to 8 months. And the ones of us that are coming out of isolation, we are ready. The code has been updated for us to join into our soul clusters.
That's it.
And the
You
soul
got no, wait a minute. You got to go if you want to, but the cloisters, I love that. I love that because I resonated so deep with that.
yeah,
But did you want to go into that or
absolutely. Yes.
go for it?
And just to point out, guys, this is all happening because we are harnessing that sexual energy, right? We are allowing it to move through the different chakra portals, and it won't be so hard once it starts to move up. It's just a beautiful expression, really, of self love. The celibacy journey, right? So the soul clusters, guys, is different from the soul tribes, because the soul tribes are just individual people, right? But the soul clusters, you see, are one big energy ball. That's what we're building right now. That's why me and DK are here. We have been through our isolation period. We've been on our celibacy journey. We have done the work. We have fasted. We have prayed. We have cried. We've been rebuked. We have done all of that. And now we are ready we've been in union with ourselves. Now we are ready for the highest union, which is
Yes.
the cosmic order. It's not just about the single relationships, the man and the female, all of that. That's why, to your point, all of the gender roles are being confused, because as above, so below. They always
Yes.
have to copy what's going on in the cosmic sphere. But what's really going on is people are joining into clusters, and we're going to need to be clustered up. I like to call it a clusterfuck. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
I was gonna call it a gangbang, but hey, I didn't want to go there.
Hey, you can call it what you want, but that's what it is. And so we will be loving so many different people. There could be a thousand members, and as our community starts to broaden, we can have, meet with our soul cluster online, and then hopefully, in person too, a few times a year. But this is what's going on, because the energies on the earth are changing.
Yes.
There's going to be the new world order. So then the cosmic order, we have to all be in line and have done our work, right? And so soul clusters are actually going to be our divine protection, because it's going to be all of our divine energy linked up. So when the destruction that is coming to this earth, that I'm writing about in my book, the destruction, we're going to all be protected. We're going to have
Yes.
a shield of protection. And so that's what the soul clusters are for.
Absolutely. And that energy is key, as you said, to our protection, our evolution,
Mhm.
and being able to hold a certain frequency and vibration of wisdom.
Mhm.
That is so, I think it's lost. I think before you came on, I had mentioned about we have received so much knowledge, but
Mhm.
no instruction on how to use it.
Right.
So therefore, we're here and we're instructing. We're saying, "Hey, we're just connecting dots because we've been there. We've danced that dance,
Right.
And sometimes it does feel like you've gotten lost. But as Tahira is saying right now, you are not lost. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, and
Mhm.
you are being integrated into that cluster. And when that energy is formed, we will be able to change the atmosphere, literally. When
Right.
the way I saw it in a vision was when we enter a building or we enter a city, everything would change. And this is why that scripture was written. You're prospered, you're blessed in the field, you're blessed in the city, you're
Right.
going in, you're coming out. Wherever you go, you are just prospering,
Right.
because that energy that resides within you actually is going out and emanating out and changing the atmosphere, the field, the realm. So that is
Absolutely.
so good. So
I,
good.
I think I hear feedback on your end.
It's mine. I think I started a live and then ended it, and I'm scared to log out.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
It's so crazy. Um,
There,
somebody mentioned. Did you? Your mic's off.
mine?
Yeah, they said somebody mentioned that if we turn our mics off when we're talking, it might stop. I don't.
I don't have a mic. I'm just on my
That's what
phone.
I said. I don't have one either. If I was on my laptop, I would be able to do it.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. And you know what's so funny? It's almost as if someone doesn't want us talking.
This is I mean, so next time we do this, we'll definitely go on my different platform, my streaming platform, and then that way we won't have any interruptions.
Let's see. They're saying like if we just mute. Let's try that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to mute myself and then just talk and see if it's there. Hold on. Wait, y'all, the technology. I don't even know how to mute myself.
We gonna get it.
It don't matter. Y'all can't stop us.
I'm telling you, this is happening. This is happening. But
Yeah.
I think it's, if you're on your phone, it's gonna be the three buttons on the right. I think it is. You just click on it and it'll pull up mute microphone.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm going to press mute. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. I think that it worked. It worked. There's no feedback. Wow. See, we're both learning. That's awesome. I'm sorry, guys, that that actually happened. But um, can you can you hear me? Oh, awesome, awesome. Okay. So like kind of like because I think Tierra has some other little things to do here in a minute. So one more question, and then if you guys have questions, go ahead and start throwing them out now, and we'll let her go ahead and answer them. But as far as we know now that this new cosmic energy is coming in, we know that this isolation has been so prevalent in our lives, right? And fasting is going to bring about that spiritual change. And these are things that I was speaking on before you were able to log in. Um, and the reason why I brought up was parasites, that the parasite of the mind, the parasites of the scrotum, of the testicles, because that's real. Every time I tell people that, they go like, "What?" I'll be like, you better go look at that. There are parasites in dudes' testicles. So, hey, that take do with that what you will, my feminines. But hey, and then we have parasites in the heart. So it's like cleansing allows the parasites, or the sites that para off of you, or give a invocation to other entities to inhabit your auric field. And it's like once we get those out, that's going to be huge. So I wanted to ask you, how do you see like that, like the parasites? Like, what do you think about that? And I'll mute myself.
Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me, DK? Thumbs up? Okay, awesome. So, everything is a frequency match, right? So we live in a parasitic matrix. So there are higher dimensional beings who actually use our loosh, they use our negative energy, especially as an energy source, as substance for themselves. So just as much as higher dimensional beings are using that, there's other little tiny microscopic beings inside of us. We call them, insects and worms and all of those, but I mean, we're all just beings, right? And they are feeding off of us. See, humanity, and I don't know why, because we are really, we should be more evolved. We are the only ones that really don't eat our Christ substance. We don't eat the energy. See, these light codes that come down, they're actually energetic frequencies for us to actually eat, to nourish us, to edify us. So really energy is substance, right? But a lot of these other beings, they use the negative energy, they feed off that, but they turn the negative into a positive charge. So that's what they use. So it's absolutely, a parasitic system that we're in. And parasites are real because we have a lot of cellular DNA sequence that should not be with us. So when we have these parasitic soul ties and this negative energy that's been on the karmic loop following us cycle after cycle, lifetime after lifetime. When you come into an earth life, these things just don't just drop off because you went to this so-called place called heaven. You have to do the work. It follows you here and it can manifest in different aspects of the body, and it can be a parasite. But of course, that parasite still uses your energy to suck off of it. So I say that to say that we have to also match the frequency and start to use energy. And a lot of people do. You've seen those hood people, they feed off of the negative energy, right? But we got to start to use the positive energy. We got to start to use our light codes to power ourselves. And we're actually going to be doing that. That's the future of the chosen ones. We won't be needing to eat like this, right? Because all of the karmic cycles are being stripped down. That's another thing that I can help you with, during these past life regression quantum healing sessions is I go into the celestial DNA templates. That's one of my jobs as mother of the ages, to clear that out, that stuck trauma. And a lot of times these parasites, you can also manifest not just as a parasite, but also a demon. There are no demons except for the demons that you and I all create. What it is energy that has been bottled up for so long, and it needs to be let out to expand, because the omniverse is ever expansive. So when energy gets stuck, that's what creates these lower dimensional beings, aka these demons and these parasites that are attached to you. You don't know how many times I've been in a session and there's literally a demon attached to someone's sacral chakra or attached to their womb and they can't have children. And then once we heal that, it can get released. The energy can get released and expand. So all of these things follow you. There's no escape from it. You have to do the work. And, we can clear out those celestial DNA templates, guys, in the subconscious mind. I can't hear you.
Absolutely. I had to unmute myself.
Okay.
Sorry. But no, that is so accurate and true. We have to do this work, and even the that energy, that demon energy, I love to call it lived energy, because live is devil backwards, right? And that lived energy that is trapped within our cellular memory manifests itself as demonstrations. And when these demonstrations take place, that's when entities can inhabit and give it more power. And so, definitely, I love that. I love that explanation of the parasites, and how we need to cleanse them, and how they pull from us that loose energy. And as above, so below. Go back to that one. Beautiful, because things are. It's like a big stirring pot up there. And when I do leave the body and I go see, it's like a big swirl. As a matter of fact, the symbol that we use for the mother, the ancient symbol, that water, the swirl, that's exactly what I see when I go up there, because everything is just swirling now. And, it's like round and around, where we go, where we stop, no one knows. But the chosen ones actually will know where they're stopped, because we see the destination. We have been given those codes for destination. And so we know what it looks like, and we know how we're supposed to integrate it, right? But um, as Sierra said, when we are not cleansing, and we're getting ready to wrap up, guys, here in a minute. I don't want to go too long, but as we are cleansing, guys, let's make sure that we are staying focused on what we are doing, what the end game is. There are so many couples, just to throw this out there, that are together and they don't know why. They have no idea. Some of the couples that I've counseled, I that's the first question I've asked them: Why are you together? I met them in high school, got pregnant, and it's like, whoa, no, no, we have to have a purpose for this union. There has to be a vision set forth for this union, so that whenever shit starts happening and crap starts flying off, we both can sit down and go, nope, I remember the vision, I see the vision, this is where we're headed. you know so remember, guys, hold that vision in your heart, hold it true. All right, I'm gonna give you the last word before we get out of here. I'm gonna mute my microphone.
I have like another 20 minutes. Do you have to go? Unmute. What you say? You're
I,
like,
I, I don't. I was just getting off, because I know you had mentioned about somewhere to get to. But
yeah,
if you're good, then
yeah, another 20 minutes. I'm good. So I don't know where did we leave off?
well, I was talking about the cleansing and stuff. But if you got more time, let's go on. So
Yeah.
you mentioned about the junk DNA, or the DNA that does not belong to us, that is within our body,
Mhm.
and I mentioned that a little bit in the beginning, and so we, yeah, you do. I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Is it?
Okay.
Hey
No,
guys,
yeah, you got to mute so it don't echo.
okay, go ahead. I'm muting.
So you were mentioning about the junk DNA, and that was something that I was kind of touching on before you logged on, because the junk DNA is the parasitic DNA that is within us, because we have already integrated all of our parts in. We've gotten all of that, and this is why Spirit is saying cleanse, push all of that stuff out. Like, you're gonna have to push away from the table. There's no other way around it. Um, I've tried 1,000 different ways and nothing works except for getting some water or nothing at all and saying this is what it is, because that is the power. When I was about 15 years old, I heard the devil is in the food, right? Like, instead of the devil's in the details, I heard the devil is in the food. And my foster parents went crazy because I wouldn't eat for like 2 weeks because I was freaking out. I mean, I was a kid they had in church like 9 times a week, and there's only 7 days in a week. So when they're telling me that the devil's in the food, at that time, my guides, I didn't know who they were. I didn't know what that meant until now, when I understand that lived energy, that old decayed energy is in the food. And the most scariest thing to do, which means you probably should do it, is to actually stop eating, to actually say, I'm going to sustain off of my energy. Am I strong enough? Like, my first fast, guys, I just got to throw this out there because it's coming up. I was terrified. I thought I was gonna die. I thought all kind of stuff was gonna happen. First day, I mean, literally hurting, aching, headaches, crying, matter coming out of my eye, just toxins coming from everywhere. But like you said, by the time you get through it, like, that's this energy rising up from the root. And at first it's weird, but then it gets into the sacral and the heart, and it feels so good. By that second, third day, I'm running like a champion. And I had to go through it that way because I'm a man, and sometimes we got coconut heads. We don't listen. But I had to go through it that way and suffer because it was supposed to be a sacrifice. But it was my sacrifice to me. And it was the first time that I had ever really did something for me. And I don't mean superficially. I mean, I'm fasting and I'm thinking like I'm cleansing my body out. I'm healing myself. This was all for me. And I realized the power I had in my hands. Then afterward, just like you mentioned, everything started coming online. Everything. I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things I never saw before. But the most beautiful thing was my brain was putting these connections together, and they were things that I had saw the whole time, but now it was like, whoa, this is, so it's a whole nother world. When I say this to you guys, when Tahira says this to you guys, it's not a joke. It is a whole nother world to be in a fasted state. And like for me, I used to heal people, lay hands and heal people. And you do that and you feel that interaction. But I didn't mean to go on with that, but go ahead. I'm going to give you the floor to kind of.
Okay, you can hear me, right? So I just want to say, I think it was just Brianna or someone in the chat. I'm sorry if I messed your name up because I don't see it anymore. But she said she got pregnant after doing like sacral chakra meditations. And guys, it's just so true. You can hear me? Okay, cool. It is so true. And so I just want to say blessings to you. But just going back to my fasting journey, yeah, like he said, there's no way around it. You must die. That's the truth. That's why the Christ, you must become the Christ. You have to die to yourself. 2 30-day water fasts for me to get my Kundalini awakening, to understand that I came from a higher order, to understand who my cosmic royal family is. And guys, we all have cosmic families, and some of us are in cosmic royal families. And that's how I understood 2 30-day water fasts. That's how I understood who I was as mother of the ages. I'm the aspect of creation, the aspect of source that comes down during the cusp periods to go ahead and help us clean out that celestial old stuck lived energy. I help with that. The soul ties have been traveling with you for lifetimes. I help us to clean that out. And then I birthed us onto a higher frequency so that we can enter into the new age on a higher frequency because we're constantly in a state of evolution. That's what source is. It's ever expansive. And when you think that source, you have completed the equation of source, it gives birth to more unexpressed knowing for us to work through and to expand. So you have to fast. I've also done a 7-day dry fast. No food, no water. Just death to thyself. Okay. Oh, you're not muted anymore. I guess it's working. Um, so it's just complete death to the self, right? I'm going to go through this and we're going to talk about the lived energy really quickly. But so when you go on a fast, so what happens is within like 18 to 24 hours, you enter a state of autophagy, right? This is when your body starts to try to burn the fat, right? For fuel. And after that, you start to eat away at all the dead proteins. And after there's nothing more to eat away at, eats away at diseases and parasites and all of that. And when there's nothing more to eat away at, this is when the awakening happens. So, yes, the longer fast is more for the awakening, it's for the spiritual knowledge and growth. Shorter fast can be for weight loss and just the cleansing, right, out of our bodies, right? So, when there's nothing more to eat up, that's when you start to after those celestial DNA templates start to heal itself and the code of yourself gets updated to healed. And anyone that you had this experience with on any of these dimensions or timelines, that also gets updated in them. So your healing is actually their healing too. So one person can, yes, absolutely change the world. You can change the world. Do not listen when people say one person can't make a difference, because I am a living manifestation that one person absolutely can make a difference, because I've seen it in my sessions. The people are healing whole timelines, guys, and it is quite beautiful. But fasting is very important. So once the body eats away at all that dead protein, you start to get these uploads from your celestial DNA, the uploads that you already have inside of you, because we're connected to the infinite field of potentiality. It is the infinite akashic, records that we all have access to within us. And so you start to get this lived energy, right? And when you are a healed person through the modality of fasting, we can take this lived energy, and even if it is hard to deal with, even if it's some really heavy things that we've been through, we take this lived energy and now we can go ahead and clean ourselves out. We can get rid of like all of these like old karmic people that has been traveling with us, their energy has been traveling with us. We can do that, but you cannot do that unless you have done the work on yourself first. So we clean up the lived energy. And one thing, just to say that, and then I'll give the floor back to you guys. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a talker. I
Hey,
apologize.
you look, you
Okay.
on
Um,
you're on the right channel.
okay, right. So the last thing I will absolutely say about that and where we are is, I was talking about the cusp periods, right? So no one reincarnates at the end of an age, because all the energy and information, celestial DNA information, goes back into the dark void womb, back to cosmic mama. She starts to source through the files. Some of it gets destroyed, some of it gets updated for the greater expansion of growth of the omniverse. And so during this period, we are also in a state of contraction within ourselves. So that's why I'm talking about the isolation. You're chosen one. You will be going through this process along with mama, because we are in her womb. We are the only ones in her womb, right? Because we are for children, right? There's other people birth of, and I want to say it, there are just some children that are just birthed out of one aspect of source. They are Satan's spawns. I'm writing about this in my book. The energy told me there's some children that are just my children. That's the truth. So what I say that to say, a lot of us chosen ones are going through such things because we are back into the womb to get rebirth. And when we get rebirth, we first must go back inside of the darkness. We must get rebuked. We must die to ourselves, die to the body, right? And we'll rebirth onto a higher frequency. Okay, I'll let you speak.
Okay, cool. I think it's still doing it. Can you mute one? Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. We will have this worked out next time, guys. This is on my end, so I apologize. Um, but very profound statements once again. I mean, I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm being very serious. Like, guys, you really got to anchor in the words that she's saying, because I wrote down some of the things that that she mentioned, and one of them is quote unquote, we are one. We are one. One person can change the world. One person can change their world, then you can change the world, the world. And it all just depends on if you truly know this about yourself, have the knowledge. And knowledge means to know the ledge upon which you walk. Know the ledge, knowledge, right? And the light food you mentioned, we are supposed to be integrating this light food on a daily basis. And they'll tell you, go into the sun, it gives you vitamin D. Well, it gives you lot more than vitamin D, and not in a sexual way. I know we're talking about sex, but this is like giving you real source code energy that you can integrate into your daily life and do not have to eat. And I know this for true, because I have been on a 10-day fast and went outside, sat out there and laid out in the sun in the nude and absorbed so much light, I went running. Like I just took off running. And before that, I was in the house, kind of all bundled up, and I'm fasting, so let me, go be holier than thou, and things like that. It was the beginning of it. But when that light hit me and it integrated into my cells, and my solar body started to activate, I could feel it like as if it was regenerating my nerves. And that is what it is doing. Right now, we are regenerating our nervous system. As you had mentioned, that fight or flight, this comes from that root chakra connection to the heart. And we are that's over. We're redoing that. That is not going to be in our nervous system any longer. So this new nervous system that is coming online that will allow us to live in that first eye energy, like this is what we not going to want to give up by consuming or by ejaculating ourselves out. We're not going to want to give up that precious energy that we've worked so hard for. And, we were talking about this, I think, a little bit before. It's going to become very hard to lie and say you're a chosen one, because the proof is going to be in the pudding. It's going to be in your template. It's going to be in your body. It's going to be in your life. You're going to see the real life transition of those who have been chosen to walk this out. And that's what I love about this right now. You're not going to be able to lie and fake the funk. It's going to be true and real. And if you're a hypocrite, you'll be called out for it, because you won't have that glow. You won't have that sustainability. Where they say you'll take up poison things and it won't harm you. You'll walk over these poisonous things, these toxic things, and and be even better for it, right? But I gotta go. The kids are out there wrestling, and they don't need to be wrestling. Um, oh my gosh, hold on a second.
Yeah, you have to go? Okay, you want me to talk? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can talk. You want me to talk? Yes? I can't hear you. Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. Guys, so while he goes out and handles that, guys, it'll be more organized the next time. I promise you that it will. Guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put my heart and my soul into bringing you guys these messages. And so I'm an intuitive, right? I'm a spiritual medium hypnotherapist, right? So I don't follow any script or anything. All the information I've gotten have been from the cosmic sphere. And when I met Brother DK and he was talking the same information, and I know I have not read a book to get this information. I have literally fasted. This is how I knew he was the truth, because you cannot get this information without fasting. It will never happen. It won't happen. This sort of information is not, a lot of this is not in books, guys. There's a lot of people, and you've seen especially in the Black community, there's a lot of people who read a lot of books, the ancient Egyptian and the mantras and mudras and, all of these different, other cultures. And I didn't read any of that. I just fasted my way into Kundalini awakening. And we have to harness this sexual energy. Let me tell you guys this. I did a channeling with Source. You can go to my channel, Instructions for Humanity. And about a year ago, it's a channeling with Source. And Source told me that the natural state of the universe is a sensual state. That's how it feels to just be floating around in the multiverse. But see, what your religions do is they take what you get for free, they hijack it from you, they put the religions in charge of it, they start dangling the carrot, telling you that you cannot have this state unless you do this, won't, and the other. And then that's how they take your power away. They don't want you in the Kundalini energy frequency, the Christ Christos energy. They don't want you dabbling around with that. So they have to demonize the Kundalini energy. They have to keep everybody all booed up and married up. And what do? You have to what? Serve your husband. So you always in this state of giving out your energy, and you're never allowing it to go inside and start to rise and become the Christ. And they don't want you in that energy. So I just have to point out that's our natural state, guys, our natural state. Okay, go ahead.
I didn't get all of that, but I caught the tail end. And, like I said, that is our natural state where we are meant to exist right there. And we can't even receive the key codes. We can't receive the key codes. And that, like, a lot of people say, why is your name D Key? I'm like, because I have a lot of keys to give out to humanity. But you can't get the key codes to unlock the true energy that is awaiting for you. Even when I speak of going to Black Rock was not black, it was colorful, it was rainbow because it was crystalline and that structure glowed as if the astrolights. And that is the light that it talks about in Revelations when it says, and God will live on earth and that light will give light to the people. There will be no more sun or moon. That's what it's talking about. The center of the earth, that core ring that they hide, that is actually crystalline rock that's meant to glow. And this is why they have one on every single continent. And like most people don't understand, there was a Mecca here in Utah in the 1800s, and they walked around in a circle. There, and no disrespect to no religions, don't want to hear anything on my page, but I'm just telling you, it's not about religion. It's just about understanding where you live and the alchemical nature of nature, because we are meant to re-alchemize this place also, not only ourselves, but we have to do ourselves first. So as above, so below, and as it is within, so shall it be outside of us. Right. So that's where we're at right now. And it's like, it is so important, but you can't get that key code to be activated on that land, on that rock. I promise you, you're not going to be able to lie. You're going to have to be living in truth. If you're saying you're doing this, that, and the third, it's going to show out. This is like in the book where Moses is talking to Joshua and he's telling them, hey, y'all go over to the land. Caleb and all of them, go over to the land and see what's over there. And remember the fear that gripped them, because they said there are giants in that land. That sounds like where we live at now. But my bad. I'm digressing a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm just saying this ain't the final stop. But we are.
I have 2 minutes.
Oh, go for it. I'm sorry. Go.
No, no, no. So yeah, sorry guys, I have to get off of this in a moment, but this conversation has just been great. And every time, like me and DK, we're like, our ideas are we could go on forever. We could talk forever. And I'm sure we will do many more lives together, guys, as we build out this soul cluster that is forming right now, which is quite beautiful. But I do want to say again that just please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Instructions, the number 4 Humanity. And I'm just so excited to be here and just share my gifts with you guys. And I'm so excited to watch the community of the awakened ones grow. And like DK said, you will not be able to hide. You will not, because there's going to come a time when all of those gifts will be activated and needing to be online. You might be standing in front of a giant. You might be standing in front of a beast, and you will need the divine cellular information from all of your fasting and all of the things that you've been going through to protect yourself. And the ones that will get protected, people will be able to see it. There's no way to fake it. You have to do the work. You have to be the Kundalini rising, guys. You have to be the Christ energy. You have to defeat the 12 zodiac signs, aka gods. And you have to actually break out of all the separate chakras. You heal them individually, and then it opens up to one big energy portal, and that's your ticket out of here as well. But I want to say I love you guys. The birds, the bees, and all of the trees, they all love you too. And I'm going to give the floor to Brother DJ.
Thank you. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you, Tierra, for being here and sharing that wonderful information. We love you. And hopefully we get a lot of subscribers and we just move forward. But yes, we'll be doing more. But you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
You got me blowing kisses. Why am I putting it down? I'm editing.
Bye.
Bye.